Welcome back, everybody. It's Diecast OutKast. Today we're going to do a redline heavy Chevy. This is episode 16. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. The car is a 1968 Chevy Camaro, but the casting came out in 1970 as one of Hot Wheels' spoiler edition cars. This is my buddy Dwayne's car. He had it in his collection, and it is pretty beat up. So I talked him into letting me restore it and give it a nice, new, fresh take on life. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and thumbs up. Help us keep this channel going. I appreciate every one of you guys. Now let's get started. Off camera, I pre-drilled the post so we can check out everything now. The base is in really good shape. It's just oxidized. The interior is in excellent shape. It's just a little dirty. It'll need cleaned. And the glass is in good shape. It's just got a few nicks and scratches on it. We should be able to sand and polish it out. No major issues with the engine. We'll just throw it in the lime away and then polish it up. And here's a look at the body. We should be able to strip the paint off with no problem. It was a Spectrafame blue. It has a whole lot of pits and play in it, and you can see where there was a decal that they put on it at one time. But it should be an easy restoration. We're going to take the glass and some sandpaper, 2000 grit. I usually lube it up with a little bit of Dawn dish soap and water, and then sand the scratches out of it. Then I'll just tape this napkin and wipe it down the best I can. It's got an okay shine to it, but we're going to go ahead and dip it into Pledge Floor Care, and it will gloss it right up, make it look like new. Man, that thing sure squirts out weird. We'll take a dip into Pledge Floor Care. This product is awesome. You can see how it shines. When it dries, it looks exactly like that. Now it's time to take it to the stripper. We're going to use this quick stripper from Clean Strip and brush it on. It should bubble right up. Make sure you wear a mask when you're doing this in a well ventilated area. This stuff is potent. Quickly bubbles up and scrapes right off. Using warm water, a little bit of soap, and a wire brush, this is the final result. Since we're going to do a candy straight over the body, we're going to go with a 4/0 steel wool, smooth it down a little bit, and then polish it up with some Mother's metal polish. Keep in mind, after you use the metal polish, you need to degrease the body. I use a household degreaser, then I go back over it and clean it real well with Dawn dish soap. And then before I paint it, I will clean the body again with some either lacquer thinner or acetone. Prep is the key to a good paint job, and you don't want any of this polish left on here because it will contaminate the paint. This is my favorite part of the build, making the metal shine. It's very satisfying. Here's the result. I didn't want to get into it too much and sand too much of it off or polish too much of it out. I wanted to leave some of the toning on here because it is an original redline and it gives it the original redline feel. If you watched my previous video, you know that I did my own custom candy paints. So I'm going to do that today on this car, and we're going to see how close we can get to the Spectraflame blue that it came out with from the factory. This is a 2K urethane clear. It is a 4-to-1 mixture. 4 parts clear, 1 part hardener. And to tint the clear, to make it a candy, I'm going to use some Blue India ink. I'm going to use 2 of the vials full. Make sure you mix it up real good and let that pigment dissolve into the clear. Two light tack coats and 2 heavy coats. This is the result. And stay tuned until the end, where I will show you the difference between this, an original Spectraflame, and a Createx blue. We're going to drop the base and the engine into this Lime-A-Way solution. We'll give it a few minutes, let it bubble up. And here's the base with some new wheels and a little bit of scrubbing with a wire brush. I painted the taillights and the grille, and then I put on the skinnies for the front. I know that's not what came on originally, but it should have been with the heavy Chevy. Cleaned up the interior, and then here's the glass from the Pledge floor care. Screwed this back together, and then we're going to show you a reminder of what it looked like when we first got this car in. Drop down in the comments what you think about this car and the restoration, what else you would like to see me do in the future. I do have the Sweet 16 that I'm waiting on one more car to finish up, and then I will do that as a series. And here is the final result. 1968 Camaro, which is a 1970 heavy Chevy Spoilers Edition Redline. Dwayne, I hope you're happy with it. It looks good. It looks even better in person than it does on the video. You'll find out very soon. So here is a comparison. The silhouette is an original Redline from 1968. The heavy Chevy is the clear that I had made. And then the T-Bird is a Createx blue candy. Don't forget, we have the Paint It Pink Challenge, October 12th, 2019. That's coming up pretty soon. We have 33 or 34 different YouTube channels doing this. It's going to be great. Check me out on YouTube, Instagram, or Snapchat. Thank you guys for watching.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.